Howdy ho everybody, welcome back to the Rocks Roost and the Legend of Zelda. A Link to the Past. We are 100%ing this game, and I'm showing you all the great tips and tactics that I know along the way. We're here at the Fortune Teller, right to the north of town, and yeah, this is not where we ended off the episode. I thought I would start this one on a little bit of a whimsical note. We're not going to use the Fortune Teller though, because he's a ripoff at 30 rupees. We're just going to head right on out. Now, why did I go on up here? Well, it's just easier to make the transition, and I want to save your time. So we're just north of the village. We're going to be headed toward the Death Mountain today. So you know the way there by now. We're just going to head up on here, and our first order of business today is a piece of heart. If you read here, I'll give a piece of heart to the person who wears the cape. Well, we have the cape. Watch out for that cheeky Dacto there. You don't need the 5 rupees at this point. Head on in. Here's our friend, Hard Hat Beetles. Not really an issue at this point with the butter sword. Head on up. Now you need not just the cape, but also the hook shot to get across this hole. That's why we haven't gotten this one yet. Here's where you use the cape to get past the bumper and head outside. And there we go. We only have 2 pieces of heart left. Once you got that one, go ahead and head back to the light world. Let's check our potion situation. We're good. I recommend you have a couple fairies, a magic, and a life, or 3 fairies and a blue potion. Alright, here we are on Death Mountain. Watch out for the dread rocks as usual. You can use the magic powder if you like. Ooh, we don't really need to. If you get hurt too bad here, remember the old man can heal you up. And we're actually headed this way. Watch out. Don't rockify those guys because you'll block your own path there. You might think there'd be a teleporter there, but there's not. Alright, heading on over this way. We need the hook shot for this. Get right across the dilapidated bridge. Head this way and go up the stairs. Hook shot gets these guys in one hit if you can hit them. We'll say that I'm just demonstrating how difficult they are, but it's okay though, because there's a fairy right here. Get that? And to show you where we're at, there's 2 ways to get here, of course. You could go to the Tower of Hera, as we normally would, and you could use the hammer to get across this bridge, but I wanted to show you this way. Alrighty, pulled out the magic powder. Darn you. So I did want to take these guys out, and we despawned the other one, so that's fine. Now, careful here. Alright, so this is actually the way to get to the Turtle Rock dungeon. So climb up on top of this little hill and hammer the stakes in this way. Alright, you'll know you're doing it the right way if you hear the little tone. Head on into the dark world. Here we are on top of Turtle Rock. Pull out the Quake medallion and hit it. Alright, so now that we've opened the dungeon, go over here, grab a hold of this foot and pull. And 20 rupees will pop out. Fun times, eh? Okay, from here we are going to actually head west instead of going into the dungeon. Pick up this rock and head on inside. Okay, now, this is a way to a piece of heart. And there's no floor here. Now, there may be some issues with the frame rate and recording. You may not be able to see this in the video. If not, I will put a still image up showing what I'm about to show so that you can see it. But the trick is here to use the ether medallion, and it will cause the floor to light up. Hopefully you were able to see that. You just scurry along right like that. Now some of these walls like this, you can dash, but not this one. Just bomb it. There are other things in here. If you're playing the randomizer, you would be concerned about the other chests in here, but we're not. Some hearts there if you care. This looks like a bombable wall, but it is not. If you go up, there is a big old fairy. But if you go to the left, see if there's anything up here. There's some small fairies, yeah. So if you need to fill up your bottles, there's a handy place to do it. For now, just head on outside. We're going to be on this little island up here. Now, you may have noticed that there was a piece of heart up here in the light world, so what do? Same old thing you always do. Use the mirror and get it. Alrighty, so there's only one more piece of heart in the entire game, and we're going to have to go inside Turtle Rock Dungeon to get it. For now, head on back to the Dark World. Have your combat senses ready. I want to show you this enemy now. Here's the Lynel. You cannot block their beam with the red shield. Ah, darn ya. They are not as difficult as the ones in Breath of the Wild, but there they are. Let's head on over toward the dungeon and go inside. All right, here we are, Turtle Rock, dungeon number 7. And this is where Princess Zelda is being held captive. But we're going to tackle the dungeon next time on Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, 100% tips and tactics walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed your time here. Thanks so much for your attention as always. And I look forward to joining you in the next part. Be well, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.